Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play the guitar solo to Let It Be by the Beatles. Now this solo is a great example of being able to use the major pentatonic scale and connect different boxes, but in a really musical way. The song is in the key of C, and you're going to want to make sure you check out the lesson that I already have up on the chords, because you want to know the chords that you're playing this solo over, and in this video we're going to dive into the lead part note for note. Now keep in mind there's a few different versions out there that have different guitar solos on it for this song, but I'm going to be referencing for this lesson the Beatles' One album, just that anthology that has the number 1 on it. Before we jump in though, I want to give you a gift right away that's really going to help out your lead playing and fretboard knowledge, and it's going to go perfectly together with today's concept. I'm going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to rule the neck, and this is just a one-page PDF that I put together that's how I think about connecting all of this on the guitar. So you can download your free copy. Just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboardguide or use the first link down below. And you can print out this page, keep it on your music stand or keep it on your desktop, and it's just going to be a super handy resource, especially as you go through this solo. So check that out as my gift to you at the first link down below, or just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboardguide. All right, well with that said, let's break down this solo. Let's break down how to play the guitar solo to Let It Be as recorded by the Beatles on guitar. Now I'll play it one time through for you first, and then we'll dive into breaking it down. Here's what it sounds like. Alright, so this begins with a little pickup, and then we go into basically the verse progression. So the band is playing the same chords that are used when Paul McCartney is singing, the verse, which is, "When I find myself in times of trouble." Right, so we've got that same progression. So you want to make sure you know the chords, C, G, A minor, and F that are used underneath. And we're going to start down here on the low E string with this phrase. Now this is using the C major pentatonic scale. We're going to start down here on 3, 3rd fret of the low E. We'll do a hammer to 5. Then we'll go to the note C. We're just hitting that root note there on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. We play this. So that's 2 times on the 3rd fret, then you slide 5 up to 7 and then back down. Then you play the 3rd fret. So we got this little pickup. 4 E and a 1 and 2 E and a. Then we go to the 5th fret, which is the note D, and this is when the chord changes. So over the C, da 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 da, right? See how it goes with the chords? Da, da. You go up to the D note there on the 5th fret, and you play. Okay, now this is a double hammer-on. We're going to go back down to that 3-5, and then jump to the 5th string and do the same thing. Little sequence there. Then we go higher up the pentatonic scale to the 5th fret of the 4th string, and then 7, 5, then slide back down on the 5th string, 7 to 5, and then 3. So all of that, that's your major pentatonic. And the Beatles would do licks like this all the time. You know, whether it was like a bass line, or you think of like Motown, you know, guitar parts that go. Okay, so that's the first phrase. Then we have these sequences, and there's all these little sequences or themes built into the solo that make it just really memorable. Okay, again, going up, this is a great example of using what I call the cage system and sliding through different positions of the pentatonic. Okay, all of that is C major pentatonic. I'm sliding into the 7th fret on the 5th string, then 5, 5, 5, doo-da-da-da, then, okay, that's walking up the scale. 7, 5, then 7 slide to 9, then 8 on the 2nd string, pull off 10 to 8, and then come back down. Right? Really cool stuff. See how it's using the scale, but it doesn't sound like... See, that sounds boring. That sounds like an exercise. But all of a sudden, when I start learning some lines and some ways of navigating it, but all of that comes out of me just studying like what was on the record and what someone played that sounded good, and then learning that. Then all the way back down, this is so scalar. Everything in this is from the C major pentatonic, but it doesn't sound lame. It sounds cool. Okay, so that's a pull off, 7, 5, then picking the notes, then sliding 7 to 5. This is another cool thing. Instead of going like and staying in one position, notice he's like, right? So sliding to another position can add more life to your solo. Okay, so far. Then again, just navigating all that same stuff, but in a cool way. Here we're gonna play 3 to 5, that same lick. This time 5, slide to 7, and then jump back down to 3. And this is a little sequence. Right? It's like, hear that? It's like slide up to a note, then come back. Slide up to a note, then come back. Slide up to a note, then come back 3 times. And then little variation there. So after the 3rd time, like if he did it again, right, then it starts getting a little too repetitive. So after the 3rd time, he makes a change. Okay, then 5 to 7, then slide 7 to 9, 8, 10, pull off again. We already played that lick. Right, we played that lick already, but this is a different rhythm. Okay, so. Then the final lick. I love that part. It brings in a little double stop, does a cool bend that also hits the highest note in the solo. So notice how the whole thing, we started way down here and then we're ending we've got this huge range, more than 2 octaves of a range. So, you know, generally a lot of great solos, they start down here and then they end up higher. It's just a good thing to do. So, same pentatonic lick, 5 to 7, and then 5 on the 3rd string. Then we slide from 7 to 9, then skip a string, right? So far we've been going, remember we did that twice, right? Now we're going up to this higher note that just gives us more momentum, more building. Then we take it even higher, right? That's 10th fret of the first string, bend, then natural, then 8. Then we play 10 on the second string, then a double stop here. Very Jimi Hendrix, right? Right? Then 9 on the third string, 10 on the second string. So. And here's your pentatonic scale. But notice it's turned into music by going. And then, again, sliding back down to that middle position here. Slide from 9 to 7 on the third string. Then a hammer pull. Or actually just a hammer, and then this note. So. Then Paul McCartney sings, "Let it be," right? So we come back into the chorus there. So let me put it all together. I'm going to play it slowly for you, and then we'll try it with the chords as well. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with the chords from the interlude, which we learned in the previous lesson, congrats on making it through this awesome Beatles guitar solo. Make sure to take your time with it, work it out one lick at a time, and you don't have to learn every lick from the solo, even if you just get a couple of the phrases and steal it and work it into your own playing. It's definitely going to be a worthwhile study. And to help you connect all of this even more, be sure to download the 5 must-know chords and scale patterns PDF cheat sheet that I put together just for you. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below to grab your copy completely for free. Before you go, leave a comment down below and let me know your favorite Beatles song. Just comment it down below. Thanks for your support on the channel, and we'll see you in another video real soon.